Yo, it's your boy Straight Boss OB8 from Straight Smoke Gaming, and welcome to another Red Dead Online video. I want to apologize for not getting the video up yesterday. We had some issues with our software. We were using an old Upload Studio, and Xbox decided to ditch that, which I don't blame them because it was really limited. So I am been taking a crash course on Power Director and making videos from my phone as opposed to from the Xbox. So bear with me, this video could be tremendously bad, but anyway, I try to piece this together as fast as possible. But anyway, this video we're going to be going over some tips and tricks, pretty much not really tricks, but a guide to what to do when you are a beginner player in Red Dead Online. Just some things that should be done as opposed to other ways of going about it. And the first thing, as you can see here, I am looting this building, and that's one of the things I like about Red Dead Online as opposed to GTA 5 Online, is that I want to say about 75% of the buildings within the game in free roam are accessible to go inside, and you can loot provisions, gun oil, tonics, things to help with, the Deadeye, the tonics, and provisions, and look at this, canned fruit was everywhere in there. I got Guarma rum as well to help with replace Deadeye. So don't spend money on that stuff. You're just starting out. You need to save money. Don't buy food. There's plenty of food that you can loot from buildings. And speaking of which, that gets into the next thing. Skinning animals. When you hunt, you should be skinning them. Because, one, you could cook the meat at your camp that you get from skinning the animals for food. And secondly, you can sell all that meat that you can hold to the butcher. Now you can see here I am carrying some animals on my horse, and I recommend doing that. But also, you're going to be able to carry a lot more meat that you get from skinning as opposed to just taking the carcasses to the butcher to sell. So you want to get a max amount of money as possible. So I highly recommend skinning animals. Now, also, this clip shows the next thing that we're going to get into is the bow. The bow, as soon as you unlock it, you're going to want to pick it up. I don't know if it's locked or not, I can't remember, but you're going to want to pick up a bow and arrow because it is going to increase the circle around your health core. Killing NPCs with the bow and arrow helps your health last longer and allows you to take more shots and damage. But before we get more into the bow, I'm going to recommend the first gun you should buy is that bolt action revolver rifle. It is $216, and as soon as you can afford it, I highly recommend it. You unlock it at rank 7. It is a good gun for hunting. It is a good gun for PvE, and you could even use it for PvP, although if you're a beginner, you really shouldn't dive into that too much quite yet. Now, more about the bolt action rifle later on. Also, along with the bow, I highly suggest the fishing rod. You unlock the fishing rod, I believe, at rank 14, and the reason you want the fishing rod is to fish because you need to fish and use the bow on NPCs so that you can build the circle up around your health core. Okay? I also recommend the bow because headshots on animals keep the star level and the quality of the pelt intact. Also, it's cheaper because after you get the kill, you can go pick up the arrow. So you save money on ammo as well. So I highly recommend the bow. It helps your health as well. And in this clip here, this bolt action rifle, a couple things I want to touch on for beginners. Don't be afraid to use the scope. That gets underrated. I think it's underused by most new players anyway. But yeah, use the scope. As you see here, I sniped a deer, a 3-star deer right in the head. And also, I want to touch on cleaning your weapon. You're going to go into the weapon wheel, you're going to go down to the gun, and you're going to hit right stick down to maintain your weapon. You can see there, the bottom bar, the condition is a little bit down. Now, I highly recommend cleaning your gun as soon as it starts to dip under 1 bar of the condition health. I noticed The gun does not do as much damage as soon as it dips below 1 bar. So I recommend cleaning it after it dips after 1 bar. Normally, on average, every 2 to 3 missions that you use your gun, you're going to need to clean your gun. And that is with gun oil that you can loot or you can buy from a gun shop or from the catalog. Now, this kind of goes without saying, but I have to include it, is that you're going to want to, as a new player, always be checking to the featured series or whatever Rockstar is offering for triple money, gold, or XP. This week they still have the Halloween series open. It's offering triple gold, which is good and will help you get the first roll or horse that you need that costs gold. Now next we're getting into some big ones here, real big ones. Right here, you're gonna, as a newbie, as a new player, you're gonna want to be playing in defensive mode. And now that lobbies are fixed, you're gonna want to go to online options, go down to that, and you're gonna want to go down to defensive. You're gonna want to play in defense mode. This prevents enemies from getting the auto aim lock onto you when they're shooting at you. And now that lobbies are fixed, lobbies are starting to get toxic again. I've been briefed 3 times in the last 4 days. So you're going to want to play in defensive in the beginning until you get the proper guns and ammo that you can use, that you can get to defend yourself. So obviously new players should be playing in defensive, unless when you don't have to, when you have to play in offensive in a free roam mission, then that's different. Okay, next, another big one is you're going to want to go to your settings. And I don't know if most people do this, but I do this. I play with the radar expanded just because that little map in the bottom corner, I want to see as much as possible. I want to see if a predator animal or if an enemy is coming at me. And also is what you want to go to the reticle, and you're going to want to put that to simple. As you can see there is the circle around the dot, and when you aim your weapon, that circle gets smaller, it closes in on the dot, and that's how you know your shot is going to be accurate. The best gun to notice whether the shot is going to be accurate or not is with the Litchfield repeater. You will watch that bloom circle close in on the dot slowly because that gun is not quite as accurate. But yeah, you're definitely going to want to change it to simple rather than just the dot itself. That's going to let you know when you have the best shot and when is the best time to take the shot. Now also, from there, you're going to want to go settings and go to controls, and you're going to want to change your aim from, instead of normal, put it at to wide. What this does, this allows you to lock onto an enemy, even though you might not be facing quite their direction. You can aim in your, it'll help. It's a big boost to aim assist is essentially what it is. So go to controls, change your aim setting to wide. Don't do that normal. Go to wide. It is a big help. All right, guys. This is part 1 of this. I'm going to make a part 2, just because there's so much to talk about for beginners. But that is some of the biggest ones, especially at the end there. So go ahead and drop a comment and a like, and please continue to support this channel, and we will be back with another video very soon. Hopefully a GTA video on Thursday morning for the update. Alright guys, we'll see you Thursday morning.